We begin this hour with breaking news. That massive apple fire is still burning out of control this morning. It has now scorched some 15,000 acres and there is no containment. Now, it all started in the Cherry Valley area north of Beaumont and has been burning into the San Bernardino National Forest. KCAL9's Joy Benedict is live and Banning with the latest on the firefight. And Joy, such a huge plume of smoke behind you.
A lot of smoke and a lot of flames that we've seen flaring up, Amy, and certainly some sad news as I have learned from neighbors here on this street that there are homes over there on that street over there. Now, we are on Bluff. What you're looking at is the smoke from across the street. That is Myas Canyon, and neighbors here tell me there are a couple of homes over there, and that is what we have seen burning here over the last hour or so, unfortunately. They did get a chopper up not too long ago to drop some water over here. That certainly helped with some of those flames. But again, at this hour, they're only running the one chopper as they're just getting their aerial assault going and getting that up in the air. Take a look at this video from overnight as the flames really roared through this area very, very quickly into the hillside, up and around both of these communities here where we are in Cherry Valley, as well as Banning, and into the San Bernardino National Forest. And the flames at times were very hot. They were very heavy. As of right now, 15,000 acres have burned. Those are new numbers that came out about 1 o'clock this morning, and they're calling it 0% containment here in this community. And this was the firefight yesterday. It was a big aerial assault, and you can expect to see the exact same thing here because of the rough terrain that they have over here into the hillside here, into the San Bernardino National Forest. It's really the only way to get a handle on these flames and direct them where they want the firefighters to go, and that's to do it from the air. They had the fixed-wing aircraft dropping fire retardant, trying to draw a circle around the flames to prevent it from spreading, and then, of course, they had the water drops continuously as well. But in all, we have had one home that burned as well as 2 outbuildings. But unfortunately, as we've been watching here, you can bet that that number is also going to increase. And that's why there have been so many people who have been evacuated, not only from the Banning community, but also other communities in Cherry Valley and elsewhere nearby.
We used to scare of the fire catching up to the houses because we right pretty much under the mountains. You know, we just praying for the best and see how it goes.
It was like a really, really small cloud, and then I saw the really big cloud of smoke. It was like 100 times bigger than what it was in the morning, and that's what scared me. I got all jittery because I was afraid for my mom, my nephew.
Now, back out here live, you can see they're about to do another water drop again. We are told there's about 8,000 people that have been evacuated from these communities and all of the homes here. And this is obviously why. It's because the fire itself can be so predictable as it does sort of maneuver in and around these hillsides. And there are a lot of homes that are sparsely out here in this community. Obviously, the big neighborhoods they've been able to protect, but some of these homes that are sort of have a little bit further out into the countryside, that's where they're having a hard time. But I'm hoping we can get this water drop for you. But where we are right now, I just want to talk about a little bit more, and that is the fact that we are here. We're north of Banning and really on Bluff Street, and Bluff is kind of a peninsula. So right now we're on the east side of Bluff Street, whereas yesterday we were on the west side of Bluff Street. So the fire department with CAL FIRE was very easily able to maneuver the fire around the street that we're on right now, which does have quite a lot of homes on it. And they did that obviously to protect those homes and push the fire out and around it. So they were successful in that sort of an attack yesterday. And obviously they're going to continue to try and do that today to try and protect as many homes as possible. As we've been seeing out here, maybe that helicopter is just sort of doing a surveying and trying to figure out exactly the best place to drop right now before he unloads all that water. But nonetheless, certainly a very active fight that is going on right now at this hour, and one that's going to continue throughout the day here in this community. Amy, I'll send it back to you.
All right, and we did see that water drop, Joy, and they never get old. Now to